Let's talk about networking. Now, for many of you, this may be a really uncomfortable thing. Let me just take the myth of networking out of the way. It's just relationships. People are people. You're just having conversations. You just have to remember, how can I remember to have a conversation? I don't know about you, but the idea of networking when I was coming out of school or out of graduate school was really intimidating to me. I didn't like walking in a room and being the job searcher or someone who wanted to change careers and be like, oh God, there's all these really important people in suits. I was really intimidated by it. And then I had someone who really demystified what networking is for me, and that has truly helped. The best thing you can do to advance your career is become a solid networker, because you're going to find that you might find the person who's going to help you find that connection to the next job. More likely than not, you're going to find 5 or 10 people who over the course of the next 5 years are going to help open up doors for you, whether in the job or bring you clients or volunteer opportunities, or just find a way to increase your personal brand. So I'm going to spend the last part of this really talking about networking. Okay, so what are some keys with networking? It's just like relationships with anything else. If you think about it, if you just go to a party, let's say in a casual area, you're not networking, and you just walk up to somebody and you say, hi, I'm so-and-so. Let me tell you everything about you and why you should love me. And you should really talk to me and I would be a perfect fit for you. It's like, okay, he's off, buddy, right? It's about listening. Go up and introduce yourself to someone. Find out who they are. Find out what they do. Find out where they're from. Because when you start and ask people, what do you do? And they tell you, well, I'm a senior financial analyst at company X. Then you're like, okay, I don't know where to go with that. If you ask people where they're from, oftentimes they'll tell you, well, I'm not from here. I'm originally from someplace else in the country. You might have a friend, a colleague, a family member. You might have a reason you went to school there, some reason to connect. Networking isn't about building relationships. And so one of the things that I tell people all the time is ask people where they're from, not what do they do. Ask something that's human about them. What do they like? Hey, why are you here? Find out what that is. When you just go at it from a pure transaction standpoint, oh, you're a senior financial analyst, I'm looking for a job in financial analyst, you've kind of just set up your whole relationship as a professional thing. You're not really setting up in a personal human networking relationship.